But yeah, so we're leaving St. Philip's now, driving through downtown. I'll just leave it like this for a little bit, get the ride in. Downtown's grown a lot in the past decade.
Yeah. Want some marathon tunes?
Oh yeah, we had Patience going on in the background.
So I actually don't know anything about Patience, other than y'all are doing it next year.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting story.
What's the story?
So it's about when it was written, it was about the aesthetic movement in the 1880s. So new form of poetry and art and all that. And so it's about this dude, Bunthorne. I forget his actual title. Like if he has a title, but I know his character name is Bunthorne. Who is a poet, in quotations.
Did he even know it?
Yes, apparently. And he performed poetry to this group of maidens who were all madly in love with him, only because he was an aesthetic poet. And the maidens were actually supposed to marry this group of dragoons, and the dragoons come back very confused as to why these maidens are all in love with Bunthorne. But Bunthorne's only in love with Patience, who is the milkmaid, who is not in love with Bunthorne. And so there's that.
Classic Gilbert and Sullivan.
Classic Gilbert and Sullivan. One person loves person A loves person B, and person B loves person C. And it's like, well. But yeah, so Patience is actually in love with an actual aesthetic poet, Grosvenor. I've heard different pronunciations for the name. And then the maidens actually get snapped out of it because Patience agrees to marry Bunthorne. And then the maidens are like, well, time to go to this other guy. And then, yeah, I won't spoil the ending. But yeah, that's a gist of Act 1.
Could you not?
So we're out here in downtown Durham. I'll flip the camera around. Heading out towards Camelot Academy next. Our next location on the map. We were just out at St. Philip's. For those of you who were not there or may have missed it, many of the Durham Savyards members go to St. Philip's, take a left here, for their church. And they have hosted the Durham Savyards for many events and rehearsals, and have been closely related with the Savyards for the longest time.
Straight.
Yeah. And one of the cool facts that I mentioned was that the Savyards and St. Philip's actually co-own a set of Fort Timpani that St. Philip's store, and they also use, co-owned, but that's the timpani that we use for for our performances. And I'm blanking out. Yeah, it used to be a 3-way ownership with us, St. Philip's, and Longleaf Opera when that was a thing in the early 2000s. Yeah, I actually don't know much about Longleaf Opera. I remember going through my house and finding some stuff from Longleaf Opera when that was a thing that was happening, but yeah. My water's in your bag.
You thirsty?
I am thirsty. I need some water. Stay hydrated, y'all.
It's important to keep hydrated.
It is. Straight.
I know.
Okay. I'm driving out to a different part of Durham.
It's not this one.
No,
It's the next one.
and after the light.
Yeah, it's Proctor.
Yeah. Yeah, Camelot's on a road that is
Kinda
very
hidden.
is very hidden. And it's very annoying. Yeah. It's Saturday morning. There were people out here yesterday, but yeah, it's Saturday, there's nobody here. So we'll pull up here, chill for a little bit. I will show off the building.
Puppy. Think I can park?
Oh yeah.
Be the worst parking job ever.
I mean, nobody else is gonna be here. Okay. So here we are. Flip the camera. There we go. Camelot Academy used to be the Durham Arts Council back in the day. Was actually known as Allied Arts, which sponsored the Durham Theater Guild, which then helped create the Durham Savoyards as we know and love. We actually did some auditions here and some gigs and concerts and stuff. We actually had our costumes stored here. It's really just a giant house that serves as the building. But yeah, we had our costumes here, and we actually had to insure them because this is only a house. And Anna wants to explore the property.
It's nice. You got time to.
Yeah, but like also this is private property. So I will be sitting on the bench here.
We won't go where
Oh, I don't trust this bench, but it's fine.
you've already sat.
I've already sat. I've made my place. Must now sit in it.
Oh, I don't like this bench either.
She's playing Pokemon Go.
I don't want you to play Pokemon Go.
But yeah, we're out here at Camelot, the former Durham Arts Council. Let's see. I don't know when they switched from here to the current location. My guess is that it's in the 70s or 80s, but
How long has Camelot been around?
not that long. Trying to think. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice location. I flip the camera back around. I mean, we're off on the side now because we're chilling on a bench. But they've got playgrounds and stuff. I actually have a friend that went to school here. The class sizes are not that big. It's not a big school. I think he said there were like 8 people in this class.
Update from your mom.
Update from my mom.
She's passing the North Carolina School of Science and Math.
Cool. Let's see if we can, yeah, so she's passing North Carolina School of Science and Math.
Where is that in relation to here?
Very far.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's about halfway to Page.
Nice.
Yeah. What time is it?
9:19.
9:19. Yeah, so we were originally projected to be here at around 10. As you can tell, we're like a full hour early. So
It's okay though, 'cause we're gonna have a nice game of chess.
yeah, so we're gonna head out in a little bit towards the Carolina, and we're gonna play a few games of chess, and then we'll go meet up with her. And then after that, we're gonna head back and chill there for a little bit. See if I can walk around and show off the building some more. You know, I find it very interesting that the current set designer is out here showing off all these buildings that are related to the Savoyard's history. It was just a decent coincidence, I guess. Just trying to imagine this being the Arts Council back in the day. It's just a house. I think when I was writing, so pretty sure that the costumes we had were stored up in the attic, so somewhere up there, and that's why they had to. Well, they had to be insured because of the house and but yeah. So we had our costumes here. We did some stuff here, like we had auditions and we had some gigs and concerts and all that. But yeah. Pam is about 7 miles in now. Yep, 7 miles. Like 19 more to go. So we're going to go ahead and head out to the Carolina Theater, and I'll keep the camera on me because we'll be going through neighborhoods and stuff for a little bit. Stay hydrated. It's not that terrible out, actually. Like, it's not hot, but it's not cold, and the weather, like, it's partly cloudy, but it's
Just remember that it's one way.
it's fine.
It's around.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a beautiful day for a run. Pam and Michael are doing fine. The last comment, she's about 7 miles in. This is all part of the Durham Savoyards $18,000 for 18 years fundraiser to celebrate 18 years with Derek Ivey as our artistic director. And in the chat, up like near the very beginning, it's not that far, we haven't had a lot of chats, but near the very beginning, Michael Rowe posted the donation link. So any contribution towards our fundraiser is much appreciated.
If you can't find that link, it's bit.ly/donate-to-DSL.
Yes, I have a note card here. Hold on. I didn't think it would be posted in the chat, so I made myself a little note card to show off. bit.ly/donate-to-DSL. You can't click on it, unfortunately, but it's there. So, for easy access. Let me actually, I made notes of all the buildings because I wouldn't have my document in front of me. Making sure I got all of this. Yep, cool. We're good. So now we're heading out to the Carolina Theater. We have some time to kill, so Anna and I are gonna play a game of chess live on stream. And then we'll be meeting up with Pam and Michael in about an hour to give them their second round of Camelbacks. Did they fill those up, or do we have to fill those up?
I don't know.
Let me feel. They filled them up. Okay. So yeah, we'll be meeting up with them. Left. We'll be meeting with them in an hour. And we'll be giving them their second bag of Camelback. So, which is, if you don't know, is a bag of water with like the little hose that comes around to your mouth, and you can get the water.
You can drink on the run.
Drink on the run. Yeah, exactly. So, we'll be meeting up with...
Look at those dogs!
People walking their dogs.
God. And another runner.
Yeah.
How far do you think she's going?
I have no idea.
I think she's doing a 5K, so 3.2.
Okay. Yeah, for those who missed it earlier, Anna's playing a game where every time she sees a runner, she's trying to guess their distance on how far they're going.
Based on nothing other than my own intuition.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to go out to the Carolina Theater. I'll talk about Durham Arts Council while we're out there, since we'll be walking past there. And then we'll play a quick game of chess. And then we will head out to meet up with Pam and Michael, give them their Camelbacks. And then we'll head back out to the Carolina Theater and talk about that. But yeah, so we just left Camelot Academy, which was the Durham Arts Council back in the day, known as Allied Arts, which sponsored the Durham Theater Guild, which was the, I guess, the creation company. Some of their members formed oh, that was the road. So you can just pull over and turn around. But yeah, so some of their members of the Durham Theater Guild created the Durham Savoyards, and the Durham Theater Guild supported the Savoyards for the first couple of years.
I'm waiting for the biker.
Okay, well now we gotta wait till after all these cars too.
Oh well, I didn't want to risk hitting the biker.
Oh.
Gives us time to put on our masks, because we're gonna have to put them on to play chess. Because it's probably gonna be crowded.
No, nobody's gonna be out there. It's a Saturday morning, nobody's gonna be out there yet. Yeah, Pam is not actually reaching the Carolina Theater for several more hours, so we will be well ahead of schedule.
This Steaky Road?
Yeah. But yeah, if you have just joined the live stream, we were out at Camelot Academy, the former Arts Council, known as Allied Arts, which sponsored the Durham Theater Guild, which then led to the creation of us, Durham Savoyards. And earlier we were out at St. Philip's. We were there for a little bit, and so St. Philip's has a lot of members that are part of the Durham Savoyards. They've hosted many rehearsals and events for the Savoyards, and the Savoyards co-own a set of Fort Timpani with St. Philip's.
James, what is Fort Timpani?
It's Fort Timpani drums.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was all one word.
No. Timpani is the term for multiple of the drums. I actually looked this up. The singular is timpano, which is Italian.
Timpano.
I mean, if you wanted to get fancy with it, yeah. But they're more commonly referred to as timpani in general. So, but yeah, it used to be a three-way ownership between Savoyards, St. Philip's, and Longleaf Opera. But Longleaf Opera is no longer running, so it's now just an ownership between St. Philip's and the Savoyards. And then,
am I going down that street?
Yeah. And then our first location that we were out to early this morning was Page Auditorium on Duke's campus, where the Savoyards performed for many years. From 1965 was our first year performing there, and then our last year performing there was 2001, and that was for a second weekend when we were performing Sorcerer that year. And so we spent the first weekend in the Carolina Theater, and then the second weekend at Page.
Hey, look, a runner.
Yeah.
He looks like he's doing a chill run.
A chill run?
Yeah, a chill run. I feel like, just 2 miles.
2 miles.
Like, maybe he's, like, running, but then he's gonna go, like, lift weights or stuff, so running is just his little warm-up,
That's fair.
A little 2-miler. I do a 2-miler before work.
Yeah.
And then I stand for 8 hours and bag groceries.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
So, show off downtown here as we're driving. It's very weird seeing the tall building out there. It was just recently completed, like within the past couple of years. I've grown up in Durham, and I've only been used to like 2 or 3 tall buildings, but now there's like 3 or 4. So an addition of 1. But it's very interesting to see. It's very interesting to see how Durham's grown in the past 2 decades.
I think that runner we just passed was in it for the long haul. I think she's doing a half marathon.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this used to be a tobacco warehouse right there. Now I think it's just office space.
So 24 minutes ago, your mom sent me an image saying she was 6.5 miles in.
Yeah, that was 24 minutes ago.
So she's probably now closer to 8.5.
Yeah,
maybe even 9.
Yes. Almost to the double-digit mark. We'll be meeting up with her in about an hour. Anna and I are ahead of schedule, so we are heading out to the Carolina Theater to play a quick game of chess on the chessboard outside, assuming it's still there. We've got hand sanitizer as well, so we'll be using that after, because left. It's the hard left.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we're going to be parking at the Durham Arts Council. And yeah. Now the current location of the Durham Arts Council
It's right here.
is right here. This is where we perform and have our auditions
You don't perform.
currently.
You don't perform here.
Or not perform, rehearse.
Yeah.
Not here.
I can park here.
I mean, yeah, but okay,
I'm
that
gonna
works.
park in the shade.
Okay, that works. I'll bring my bag. Well, no, I just need the hand sanitizer. Yeah, so this is where we rehearse and have auditions modern day. This is where our main office is located. And back when it was reopened all these years ago, the Durham Savyards actually performed here at the reopening ceremony when the front atrium was built on what was both a government building and a school. So I will show you once we get past all the dumpsters. If I can flip the camera. There we go. So this front atrium used to be on a government and school building, and we performed here at the reopening ceremony. And we'll just walk around the building. Put this back in your bag. And it was, yeah, so we performed here at the reopening, and it's actually the Royal Center for the Arts, named after former Senator Ken Royal. See, Ken Royal Jr. There you go. So yeah, Anna and I are just heading down to play a quick game of chess. We still got about an hour or so until we're meeting up with Pam and Michael to give them their second thing of water. Person.
Mask.
Well, there's no guarantee that we'll be crossing them. I mean, yes, masks are important. Trying to get mine out. Hold the phone.
My brother made my mask. I'm wearing it upside down, but it has dogs on it.
My grandmother made my mask. Now I'm muffled.
It doesn't have dogs on it, though.
It does not have dogs on it, unfortunately. It does have space fabric, though, on the opposite side. There was a dude walking by, which is why we put our masks on. Wear your mask if you're out in public. Now, there's nobody near me, which is why I'm not wearing my mask at the moment. But I put my mask on whenever there is somebody near me. Now, we're at the Carolina Theater. Let's see. Here. They took the game of chess away.
Oh, man.
So we're just gonna chill out here by the Carolina then. For a little bit until we have to head out. Oh, what's my... Oh, hand sanitizer, that's right. Trying to figure out what was in my back pocket. Okay. So we're out here. Chilling. Later. So here's Carolina Theater. We'll be coming back here in a little bit. We were gonna be out here to play a game of chess, but they took the chessboard away, which is fair, understandable. But yeah, so we're just gonna chill here.
What's your favorite memory of being a Saviard and working in the Durham Arts Council?
In the Arts Council?
Or not in the Arts Council, in the Carolina Theater.
In Carolina. That's a good question. I've been around the Saviards my entire life, so I'm having to think back through my entire life. Let's see. I think I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite moment. I just like working with the group, and I love being in the theater. The theater atmosphere to me is a very fun atmosphere to be in. I don't know how to describe how it's very fun, but I like it.
You like it?
I do. Now, we have been in the Carolina since 1994, when, funny enough, our first performance there was Patience. I actually posted on Thursday the Throwback Thursday photos from that first production in the Carolina, the 1994 performance of Patience. I posted the cast photo as well as some pictures that were in the newspaper, and there was an article in the newspaper talking about the performances and all that, and when they were running. That was our first time in the Carolina, and that's been our main performance venue ever since. We did some second weekend productions for the first couple of years in the Carolina, and then in the 2000s we've mainly just been here. We've done one weekend performance here for a majority of the 2000s and 2010s, and we did a second weekend in the Carolina in 2013 for our 50th anniversary production of The Pirates of Penzance. We did 2 weekends here. And that was the last time we did 2 weekends. Now it's just been 1 weekend. But yeah. If you're just now joining us, Pam is probably around 9 to 10 miles at this rate. We'll be meeting up with her in an hour, but she's doing this as part of our $18,000 for 18 years fundraiser to celebrate 18 years with our artistic director, Derek Ivey. And the donation link is in the chat. It's near the beginning. There haven't been a lot of chats, so it shouldn't be that hard to find, but I've got my note cards here, which are somewhere. But if you don't want to go through the chat, it's bit.ly/donate-to-DSL. My note cards are somewhere. Oh, they're in my back pocket. I'll flip the camera around and show the link. Here's the link for donating. Since this is to celebrate 18 years with Derek Ivey as our artistic director, who's directed and created magnificent visions and shows over the past 18 years. I had a blast watching them. I had a blast performing with them in these productions, and I I've had a blast working with him from a set designer's point of view, because he puts a unique spin on a show that's been around for over 100 years that nobody else has thought about. And it's nice to get a refreshing look at something that's been around for so long that I've seen in one way but could be done in another, and he just ignores both of those and goes with a third option that's even more grandeur than the first two. I was going to mention in my video I posted earlier this week about working with him from a set designer's point of view, was that one of my favorite projects working with him was the 2018 set design for Rutagore, because in Act 2 he had suggested that we make life-size portraits for the ancestors to walk through. For those of you who don't know the plot of Rutagore, the main character, Robin Oakapple, is haunted in Act 2 by his ancestors from his family line, and they are coming out of their portraits from their portrait gallery. And so what Derek suggested was that we make life-size portraits that act as doors for the actors to come out of. And Rutagore being my favorite, I had seen some other groups on like YouTube and stuff do that scene, and not one of them have thought about doing something like that, or at least from what I could see. So I thought it was a great idea, and it got a great reaction from the audience, and I'm really appreciative of the techies that helped make it happen, and all of that. Where are you expecting to see Pam and approximately when? So we're gonna meet up with her at about 10:30ish near the Whole Foods on right next to Duke's East Campus. It's right next to 9th Street. We're going to be swinging around that direction in a bit. Anna and I came out here for a quick game of chess, but they took the chessboard away, which again is understandable. But yeah. So we are currently at the Carolina Theater. Flip the camera. We are just chilling out here right now, because Anna and I are well ahead of schedule, so we're just chilling at the theater. We were at the Durham Arts Council a second ago. It's right behind the theater, so we'll be walking back up in a bit. And then we'll be heading out shortly after that to meet up with Pam and Michael, and then after that we'll be coming back out here for a little bit, because this will be the second place where we meet her. So we'll be meeting her the first time to give her water and all that, and the second time she'll be come running by here, and this is one of the locations for people to gather socially distanced and with masks on the map. I don't remember on the map when she would be around here. I think it's around 11:15, 11:30, but don't hold me to that. And so she'll be running by here, and we'll be cheering her on. She is not here yet. She is currently probably around Page Auditorium, or close to it, and after Page is when we'll go meet her. We've already been to Page. It was our first location. Then we went out to St. Philip's, and then we went out to Camelot Academy, and now we're just chilling. We talked about the Durham Arts Council as we walked by earlier, and now we're chilling outside the Carolina Theater. Watching the cars go by. Anna's still playing her Pokemon Go.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Can't catch some of them, that's not right. You gotta catch them all.
You gotta clean your water bottle. Look at all that dirt.
It's fine. She might be near Paige. She says she would probably get there around 10. So, she may be close. I am not aware of her whereabouts. You want to text Michael? And
Sure.
see if
But first, how far do you think he's going?
I don't know.
I think he's doing... I feel like he's not going a long distance, but he's gonna tell people he went farther than he went, like, you know, like
Okay.
Chad would do. Like, he's going 3, but he's gonna tell people he did, like, 30.
Okay. Yeah. So Anna just texted Michael to see where they're at. They may be near Paige. I mean, it's getting close to 10 o'clock, and that's when we were predicting her to be close to Paige. We were there already early this morning. For those of you that weren't there, Paige has been our main performance venue for a majority of the Savoyards' existence. From 1965 to our last performance in 2001 in Paige.
They're about to leave the Duke Wall.
They're about to leave the Duke Wall, so they'll be heading out to Paige shortly. Thank you, Alan, for posting the time. So 11:45 for Trinity, 12:15 for the Carolina Theater, 12:30 for Liberty, and then the finish line at 2. So she's coming down the main. Yeah. So she's about to leave the Duke Wall and then head out to Paige Auditorium. And then after that is when we'll meet up with her, and then she'll be coming this direction towards the Carolina. No, I take that back. She's going to St. Philip's after Paige. And then she's heading past Trinity, which is not a Savoyards location, but is a personal location. And then she'll be coming here from Trinity, and then she'll be heading out to Liberty after that. So, what time is it?
It is 9:51.
Wild. Set my phone down for a minute. My arms are getting tired. Getting an arm workout holding my phone up. Y'all ever need a simple arm workout? Just hold your phone up for several hours.
Just do a live stream.
Just host a live stream, yeah. That's a good workout. Sitting near Paige, trying not to get moved by security. Yeah, Anna was, when we were out there, Anna was sitting there for a few minutes before security were asking her to move because there was a bus that was coming by. I think there's an event happening. I'm not sure though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I heard that Duke students are coming back now for the semester. So, yeah. Well, I will say it is a nice day to be running a marathon. Very nice out. Like, just looking at the sky, nice blue sun over here through the trees. You can kind of see it. Out here at the Carolina. Ah. Yeah, I know there is parking right there, but I don't know if you can park there for a certain amount of time. We weren't worried about it because we were only going to be there for like 5 minutes. But fun fact about the Carolina Theater, my parents were actually married up in the lounge on the 3rd floor, or the 2nd floor, I don't know what they refer to it as, and then the reception was in the ballroom. I was actually going through their wedding photos the other day because we were just cleaning my house out, and we found some photo albums, and we found the wedding photos from the reception, and it was very interesting to see. We actually one time found the VHS tape of it, and watched that one time. Shout out to VHS tapes.
Mm-hmm.
All the kids nowadays not knowing what a VHS tape is. I mean, we had our opening night Zoom party last night, and we were talking about how some kids are surprised that people still use DVDs. There's a pay lot down by Nasher. Yeah, you can park by Nasher and then walk over there. I imagine it's not that far of a walk. But yeah, so we were talking about how some kids these days are surprised that people still watch DVDs. Now, the Saviors, we sell our productions on DVDs, because a lot of our memberships still use them, but also we are building up a digital archive of them. Yeah, Michael's still with her. He said that they were leaving the Duke Wall just a minute ago. So, I imagine they're still a good distance away. Oh, that's a nice security guy, that's good. But yeah, we're building up a digital archive of all of our past productions. We're just working in general on building up our archive, because we haven't had a good system for keeping that up in the past, so we're trying to build that up. Well, for those of you who just got here, Pam is on her way to Page Auditorium. She will be there in a little bit. My guess is within the next half hour. And then after that, she'll be heading out to St. Philip's. And then she'll be swinging by Trinity United Methodist Church, which is a personal location for us. That's the church that we go to. That's the first place on the map for people to gather socially distanced and with masks. I know there will be some people out there. We may or may not be heading out there. I'm not sure yet. But we're going to be meeting up with her in a bit to give her water. But after Pages, when we meet up with her, then she'll be going to St. Philip's and then Trinity. And then she'll be heading out to here, the Carolina Theater. And that's the next place for people to gather, socially distanced and with masks. And we'll be cheering her on here. And then after that, she'll be heading towards Liberty Warehouse, which is the next place to gather, socially distanced. If you are going to Liberty, there is construction happening. So we'll be gathering on the near the skate park next to the building, because there is construction and parking may be a little difficult to try and figure out. But then after Liberty, she'll be heading towards the finish line, which is the Ross parking lot out on North Point Drive. And we'll be all out there. And we've got some signs as well for people if they want to hold when we're all here. We've got some hand sanitizer with us, so that will be available for people who want it if they're going to be holding a sign. The signs are mainly just Durham Savoyards, part of Durham since 1963, etc. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Anna's scrolling through her phone. She's given up on the Pokemon Go. Another interesting fact is that the tattoo on my arm, the coordinates, actually is right here in this plaza right out front of the Carolina Theater. It's about like right here. So I always get asked what the coordinates are, and I've always been saying the Carolina Theater because it's simple that way, but specifically in detail, it's in the plaza right out front here, outside of the theater. But yeah, fun facts.
James, why'd you get that tattoo?
So, for those of you who don't know, this is my girlfriend Anna, and one of our first dates was actually here in downtown Durham, and we ended up playing a game of chess on the chessboard that's out here. It's not here right now because, you know, for obvious reasons. But as our 1 year anniversary, she got me a bracelet with these coordinates on it that were right outside the Carolina Theater and the Carolina Theater. So like this spot right here in the plaza, and the chessboard was right there. So it had been a location of one of our first dates, the Carolina Theater, which is associated with the Savoyards. My parents were married here in the Carolina, so it had all the significant value, and I knew that bracelet would not last, because most material objects don't last. So I had decided to get a tattoo of it, because I had gotten the Bull City tattoo, and I had wanted to get a second tattoo, but I didn't know what to get. So I used this as an opportunity to do that, and it wraps all the way around my arm. So just like the bracelet was wrapped all the way around my arm, the coordinates are wrapped around my arm. So that's the origin story of that tattoo. It's a nice day out. I recommend, if possible, to sit outside while watching the stream. I would do it because it's a really lovely day. We had been checking the weather and all that coming up to it, because you know there was the tropical storm / hurricane that came through a few days ago, and we wanted to keep an eye on the weather, and we were worried about the heat. It's actually really not that bad right now. My guess is in the 70s right now, but it's a sunny day, like no clouds in the sky. It's really beautiful. And just show it off. Blue sky. And sun shining through the trees. Mm-hmm. 76 degrees, humidity 88. So yeah, it's a nice day out. Would totally recommend watching the stream outside if possible.
Would totally recommend going on a run or even a marathon.
Yeah, but not today. You're watching a live stream. Do it another day. And we'll live stream your marathon. We'll just start a regular live stream series.
Every Saturday, someone runs a marathon.
Every Saturday, someone runs a marathon. Who wants next weekend?
I think John Paul.
Yeah, John Paul gets next weekend. Yeah, the link to the Savier's YouTube channel is also pretty early on in the chat. I would recommend go watch that after the live stream. Go watch John Paul's video of him running a marathon, because that was very entertaining to watch. And I did the editing for that. Well, I did some of the editing. He did some of the editing before he sent it to me, but I was doing some more of the editing, and that was really fun to do. I did the lap counter in the corner and some of the other stuff. But yes, I would definitely go watch that after this.
Not before, but after.
Not during, after. Definitely would recommend it. And after this live stream, we have another video going up that you won't want to miss. It's actually a full show. We will be posting the 1992 performance of the Mikado in Page Audit. I think, no, it was Reynolds Theater that year, I'm pretty sure. So we'll be posting that as soon as the live stream is done, as a way of saying thank you for donating and to this fundraiser, and thank you for watching the live stream, thank you for participating. There's a lot of thank yous. So look forward to that being posted as soon as this live stream is done. It'll be posted. Right now it's scheduled to go out at around 6:30 tonight, but we'll probably move it up depending on when the live stream ends. So you can watch that to your delight. We also have the 1981 Utopia Limited on our YouTube channel from about, I want to say like a month or two ago. We'll go watch that as well after the live stream. Just binge Gilbert and Sullivan.
Good.
Watch more of the DVDs that we were talking about earlier. Since most of our recent productions are on DVDs, I actually have the VHS tapes from Derek's first show with the Saviors, the 2003, the Mikado, and then I also have the 1999 Pirates of Penzance on VHS. Both of them still work. I watched both of those when I was younger. That was fun. I watched a lot of the 2004 Ruthergore, because Ruthergore is my favorite. Loved watching that one. It was great to be set designer for that when we last did it. I also got to be in it, which was fun. That show is a lot of fun to do. I keep losing my water bottle. I'm trying to reach it. I keep reaching for the bottle of hand sanitizer, and I'm like, no, I don't want to drink the hand sanitizer. Cleans out the insides.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
10:07.
10:07. We're watching more people go by. Well, because it's getting later in the day, so more people are coming out. And the 1992 going up is the one that's going up. Yeah, the Orphan Austin scene was a good scene. I haven't seen the 99 Pirates in a while, but I remember. And Alan, it's funny. I didn't actually know that you had performed with the Saviards until the first time I was watching that, and I saw you come on as the Major General. I was like, oh, that's Alan. That's cool. It's just that nobody had told me, and I was used to you being the music director, so it was a nice, pleasant surprise. But let me clarify, I watched it, the first time I watched it was when I was like 6 or 7, so this was a while ago. This wasn't like last weekend. Yes, I do remember the balloon. The balloon was very, I don't remember the specifics of the balloon, but I do remember seeing the balloon. They brought Alan in on a hot air balloon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen 99 or 90 Pirates. I only saw whichever the one that we watched was.
The 2013 Pirates. Yeah, I showed Anna the 2013 Pirates because I'm working on some stuff for Pirates. Well, I've been working on the set design for Pirates because the set for Patience is already done, so I started getting ahead on my set designing. So I was rewatching it, and I made Anna watch it with me because she hadn't seen it. So I showed her the 50th anniversary production of Pirates.
It was good.
Yes. You know?
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little biased, but I think the best show was Thespis.
Yes, Thespis is a good production. It was the first one Gilbert and Sullivan wrote, and then they lost all the music.
And then,
Except for 2 songs.
except for 2 songs.
Except for 2 songs. And then shout out to Alan for writing all the music.
Yeah.
I had one of the songs stuck in my head the other day. Trying to what's the one that Steve Dobbins sang?
Which one was Steve Dobbins saying?
The I Once Knew a Chap. Is that it?
North, south, east,
Yeah.
west, Middlesex.
Is that the name of the? Is that the name? I Once Knew a Chap.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know how they name their songs.
It only took 25 years.
Yeah.
Well, you did a great job with it. So back to cleaning out my house, we actually found the CD from the 2004 stage reading of it. We have the one with just the music, and then we have the one from the actual stage reading with all the different people. I Once Knew a Chap. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I had that stuck in my head the other day. But yeah, we found the DVDs for it. I haven't listened to it, but I should probably go give it a listen. That was a fun production to do.
It was.
I was just excited to do 2 Saviar's productions in 1 year. I mean, we don't have an easy way of doing that consistently, but it was a lot of fun. Hello. The 2017 is me being a little biased as well, I do think the 2017 version is much better. Yeah. Also did Trial by Jury that year as well.
Yeah, that one was a good one too.
Yeah. We don't do that one very often. Last time we had done that was 2008.
Hello.
Did that in the Carborough Arts Center.
We went there earlier. We're currently at Carolina.
Anna's on the phone with Michael.
Okay.
2006 recording had a really bad conduct. I don't know. I think the conductor did a good job.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
What's that, Michael?
Yeah, they're at Page.
So Michael and Pam are at Page right now. So we'll be heading out in a little bit to go meet with them. Give them like 15 minutes, and then we'll head over there. And then after that, we'll be heading back over here. They'll be meeting up with us, and then they'll be heading out to St. Philip's, and then Trinity, and then they'll come out here. So they are at Page, which means they are about halfway through the marathon. Because I think Page is about 13 with their route. What you up to?
Me?
Yeah.
Just Pokemon Go.
And it's back to playing Pokemon Go. Just gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
I know nothing about Pokemon. Well, I know some stuff, but that's because she was teaching me Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a Pokemon person.
You should be.
She says I should be. It's not my thing. Olivia, where are you gonna be later? Just see that we will be there later. I mentioned a lot of locations. Yep, I know some people are gonna be out at Trinity. A lot of people from our personal lives. I don't know if we'll be going out to Trinity, but I know that we will be here for when, at the Carolina for when Pam and Michael come running by here. And we'll be at Liberty. I don't know if we'll be at Liberty when they come by Liberty, but we'll be there for a bit. I mean, Liberty isn't that far from here, so. And then we'll be at the finish line, of course. But yes, welcome to everybody who has just joined us. We have been live since 8 a.m. We went out to a plethora of locations. We went out to Page Auditorium at around like 8:45-ish. Then we went out to St. Philip's Episcopal Church. Then we went out to Camelot Academy, and now we're chilling. We walked past the Durham Arts Council. Now we're chilling at the Carolina Theater. If I can get my camera to flip, there we go. Chilling at the Carolina Theater. Here's the front of the theater. Michael's still biking with her, but does not always take the same route around Page. Yeah, I think that makes. Yeah, the Duke's campus can be a little difficult to navigate on a bike. Yeah, Michael just called Anna a few minutes ago and said that they were at Page. But yeah. Also, you'll want to stay tuned for later because we talked with some people at the Carolina, and we'll actually be going in to the theater a little bit later to do some of the live stream in the theater. Y'all will be at the finish line? Yeah, we'll see y'all there at the finish line. But yeah, we'll get to go inside the Carolina Theater. We'll probably get a chance to go inside Fletcher Hall and see the new plaster work done. They just finished doing that. But big thanks to the Carolina Theater for letting us go in a bit. We're gonna go meet up with Pam in a little bit, and then when we come back, we'll go inside and do part of the live stream from inside. So we're probably getting ready to head out to meet up with her.
Sounds good.
Since they just got to Page. We'll chill here for a few more minutes and then we'll head out to go meet her. Refill my water when we get into the car.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta stay hydrated. It's a nice day out. I recommend, if you're not coming out to cheer her on later, to watch the live stream outside, because it really is a beautiful day out here. It was posted a few minutes ago that it's like 76 degrees. It's really nice. Sun's out, but it's not brutal. Clouds are beautiful. She's at the entrance of Page. Cool. So she's probably taking a photo opportunity at the entrance of Page, honestly. She'll, on her Sunday runs, I'll be getting a message from her, which is usually a picture of her outside of Page. She did all of her long runs on a Sunday. I think she only did 17 miles at the most. So we're not going into the Whole Foods parking lot, but we're meeting at the 4-way intersection behind Whole Foods, because we were talking about that yesterday, and we were going to be in the Whole Foods parking lot, and then we decided against it. Timmy got her picture. Nice. So that'll be going up on the Savoyard's social media after this. We'll see what we can do in terms of photos and stuff, but we'll be posting photos and all that. And yeah, we did a Facebook Live this morning before this live stream started up, showing them leaving the house and getting started. My dad actually ran with her for almost the first mile. He got back shortly into this live stream. We were spending some time at my house before we left. But yeah, so it's been a busy day so far. You're tired.
Should we head? It's 10:22.
Well, they're still at Page at the moment.
Okay.
So we'll be heading over there in a little bit. Give it like 5 more minutes.
Okay.